the New York Giants. And it's got to revolve around Kyler Murray. And I know we always talk about Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins. Giants draft Kyler Murray, Giants draft Dwayne Haskins. The rumor floating around right now is that the Giants have already decided to pass on Kyler Murray. This early in the draft process, they've already decided to pass on Kyler Murray. There's an SNY reporter who said that the Giants think that Murray is, quote, too small. Now remember, the Giants have the sixth overall pick, but no quarterback under 5'10" has ever won a Super Bowl in the history of Super Bowls. So what if the Giants are already saying, and the report is that they have, that Kyler Murray is too small? Now, here's our Kyler Murray profile. You're probably wondering, how small is he? 5'9" and 7/8 of an inch is right about what Kyler Murray is. When he has the official NFL Combine, they'll measure him, we'll get the official height, but he's barely 5'10", if he even is 5'10", probably more in the 5'9", like we said, 5'9" and 7/8 of an inch. 195 pounds. We know he won the Heisman Trophy winner. We know he won the Heisman Trophy, and we know that he is declared officially for the NFL Draft, and he's told teams he's 100% going to play quarterback in the NFL. He's not going to go play baseball. So this is a very interesting thing that the Giants have to decide on, and what a lot of teams have to decide on too with Kyler Murray. Is his height worrisome? Now, very quickly, Baker Mayfield last year, you're probably saying, well, he was the first overall pick. He was from the same system. He played at Oklahoma. He was small as well. Baker Mayfield's about 6 feet tall. He's not 5'10". That's a big difference in height when it comes to NFL quarterbacks. And I've actually been by Baker Mayfield. When I worked for Baylor, I was on the sideline for 3 Baker Mayfield Baylor versus Oklahoma games. When you stand next to Baker Mayfield, he's a lot bigger and a lot thicker in person than he looks on television. Kyler Murray's not the case. It's not the same. He's shorter and he's thinner. So a guy like Baker Mayfield, yeah, the height's a problem, but he's also big enough to take hits. The concern for me here is Kyler Murray's weight and body size and his ability to absorb big hits running around in the backfield at the quarterback position. The Giants are obviously concerned about it too, and that would tell me that they're probably going to take Dwayne Haskins, because they're going to take a quarterback this year. You're sitting at number 6. You might as well go and get your quarterback for the future. So it's looking like the New York Giants are already going to pass on Kyler Murray, which would tell us, in theory, look at the crystal ball here, that Dwayne Haskins will be the Giants selection, whether it's at 6th or whether they have to move up to get him. That's to be determined. Do you guys think Kyler Murray's too small? I know Drew Brees was good. When we talk about Doug Flutie, we know Russell Wilson's great, but Kyler Murray's small. He's really small. Is he too small to be an NFL quarterback? Type Y for yes, N for no. I'm curious your guys' thoughts on this. I think he's going to be able to still play in the NFL, obviously, but it's a matter of how good can he be at that height. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know. Who knows? The NFL draft is always so exciting, and of course, there's always storylines, and Kyler Murray is probably the biggest one heading into the first round in late April when the NFL draft starts. Our final Giants rumor, our final rumor of the day, circling around Eli Manning, and there were some articles written about the best cuts teams could make in the offseason to save a bunch of money, and for the Giants, the article said that Eli Manning would be the best cut for the Giants this offseason. Listen, we know Eli Manning, he's old, just turned 38 years old. We said it again and again and again. The Giants have the 6th overall draft pick, so they're going to draft a quarterback. We know that that's going to happen. And the Giants, here are the numbers, would save $17 million if they cut Eli Manning this offseason. Think about that. $17 million to get rid of Eli Manning, an aging quarterback, a quarterback who has not won anything really spectacular in years. I know the stats were good this past year. If you look at Eli Manning on paper, 66% completion percentage, 21 touchdowns, 4,299 yards. Not bad, right? Not bad for an NFL quarterback, but you got to remember, Eli was losing in a lot of games and had to throw his way to come back. When you're down big in NFL games, the passing yard numbers can tend to be inflated because you got to throw, you're not going to run the football, even though Saquon Barkley had a good year for the Giants. This is interesting. A lot of Giants fans are going to immediately go, what? No. Keep Eli, draft your quarterback, then bring your quarterback up underneath Eli. That way, the quarterback gets some experience underneath the Super Bowl champion. Okay, that sounds great. But what have we seen recently in the NFL? Quarterbacks who are drafted in the top 10 do not sit a full year. Look at all the quarterbacks drafted this year in the top 15 picks, ending with Josh Rosen to the Cardinals. None of them sat the entire year. Now, some of them started the year on the bench. Baker Mayfield started the year on the bench. Josh Allen started the year on the bench. Even Josh Rosen started the year on the bench, but they all came and eventually played. So what you're telling me here is, if you want to keep Eli Manning for the entire season and for all of 2019, at some point, he's going to get benched. Unless the Giants are able to ball out and win a bunch of games and lead the NFC East, he'll get benched for Dwayne Haskins or Kyler Murray, depending on who they take, right? So then the question becomes, why even keep Eli Manning? Why not get rid of him? $17 million is saved, and then you're able to spend that in free agency and maybe go get some other skilled players defensively on the offensive line to help out the New York Giants, because Dwayne Haskins is going to play anyway. It's an interesting thought here. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying the Giants are for sure going to get rid of Eli Manning, but I would think about it, and I might do it just based on the fact that no quarterback drafted in the top 10 is going to sit for a full year. At least I don't think that happens anymore in the NFL. Dwayne Haskins will play, so why not save some money and get rid of an aging guy who, yeah, was great in the past, but now we all know is not the same Eli Manning. I think Giants fans would maybe agree with me. Do you agree with me? Let me know. What should the Giants do with Eli Manning? Keep him? Cut him? You're not going to be able to trade him. You got to do one of the two. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on Eli Manning, the Giants, and all our NFC East topics today. That's it for us. For Thomas Mott, Chat Sports, all your NFC East rumors. Tune in next week. We'll have even more rumors for you on the NFC East front. Enjoy the rest of your day.